Many people before the 1900s were unable to sufficiently light their homes and workspaces. The best people could do was light dangerous candles and maybe have one or two light bulbs. These candles added an unnecessary barrier, as it took a lot of effort to light and extinguish candles, using up precious time that could have been used for more productive tasks. This all changed when Nikola Tesla, a brilliant electrical engineer, broke scientific barriers by inventing the alternating current induction motor. The AC induction motor was a pillar of the modern AC distribution system, as it made the less cost-efficient DC irrelevant. Due to the greater feasibility and efficiency of AC, it has become the norm and is used in homes to this day. Nikola Tesla was born in Smodrin, Croatia, on July 10, 1856, and grew at a time where electricity was the object of fascination for the most brilliant minds of the day. Benjamin Franklin had let the genie out of the bottle in 1752 with his famous kite experiment that led to the discovery of electricity. He theorized that electricity was a single force, or fluid, under two different pressures, rather than two separate forces. By 1855, another brilliant mind, Guillaume Duchenne, had invented a specific kind of electric charge called alternating current. While Duchenne was discovering alternating current and Nikola Tesla was learning to walk, Thomas Edison was flying through school and making a name for himself. He had an interest in electricity at a young age, and as he grew older, he further nurtured his fascination, inventing important devices that would build his name and legacy, and would impact humanity to this day. On September 4, 1882, the Pearl Street Station sent electricity to 25 buildings in a 1-mile area of Manhattan. This was Edison's first direct current system.
You had two competing concepts for electricity. You had direct current systems on the Edison side and alternating current on the Tesla side. They had their large companies backing them on either side.
Growing up, Nikola Tesla was one of 5 children, and his early interest in electricity was stoked by his mother, who made small household appliances when she had free time. He continued to follow that interest in college, where one day he was exposed to a malfunctioning DC motor. Intrigued, he delved in to find several inherent inefficiencies in the DC design.
Edison's low-voltage DC system was not capable of moving power long distances. In order to supply a lot of customers, you needed a lot of current, and a lot of current going through power lines causes a voltage drop. The light bulbs that Edison was installing would become too dim to be useful.
Tesla proposed a new product based on AC, which allowed it to be far more efficient than its predecessor. Everyone thought he was crazy, but none of them knew what he would later become. Tesla's passion for AC also put him on a collision course with Edison and started up a race for progress. Constant pressure challenged both inventors to make increasingly more innovative creations than the other. By now, Edison and Tesla had begun their bitter rivalry, building on each other's inventions.
Soon after studying in the Polytechnic Institute in Graz, Austria, and dropping out of the University of Prague during the 1870s, Tesla moved to Budapest and worked for a central telephone exchange. He was barely paid and was soon on the edge of poverty. Exploiting Tesla's financial situation, Thomas Edison bribed Tesla with $50,000 to come to his electrical company and work for him. So in 1884, Nikola Tesla moved to New York. Ironically, it was inside Edison's company where Tesla actually started tinkering with his ideas for the AC induction motor by making prototypes in his free time. After improving Edison's DC generators, Tesla asked for his money, but Edison then said that the entire money thing was a joke. After working in the company for 6 months, Tesla left to find something better to do. He tried to make a partnership with businessmen who could help him patent his inventions, but they ended up stealing his intellectual property. Eventually, he found a job digging ditches and lived life as a poor man once again. Tesla's idea of the AC motor began to spread. Before long, the Western Union Company, which specialized in financial services, decided to give Tesla a lab to work in. From here on, Tesla started breaking more barriers than ever before. First, he started to work on his AC induction motor, creating a magnetic field which would be the basis of his product. Getting this patent kick-started his campaign for the induction motor. After this, George Westinghouse, a substantial contributor to Tesla's campaign, saw an opportunity in Tesla and took it in 1886, buying all of Tesla's patents and hiring him for $60,000 to improve and modify the motor for use in his power system. George Westinghouse Jr. was an American entrepreneur and engineer and was a pioneer of the electrical industry. Finally, in 1888, Tesla filed a set of patents for the AC induction motor and received it in the same year, finishing one of his greatest projects. It is still being used today, helping break barriers for mankind. Although Nikola Tesla made his invention official, he still needed a way to supply it to his customers. For this, George Westinghouse started providing cheap AC power to his customers. However, Thomas Edison refused to watch his DC system slowly die out. He started a smear campaign against AC power and even wrote an 84-page pamphlet claiming that AC was dangerous.
It was nasty. They were really trying to win. And Edison was trying to convince people that AC was dangerous and DC was safer. He used all kinds of nasty tricks to try to convince people that they should not use AC. I think he did even some ugly things like electrocuting elephants to show how dangerous AC was.
After overcoming the barrier made by Edison, Tesla and Westinghouse thought that there could be no better way to bring their invention out to the public than the 1893 World's Fair, also called the Columbian Expo. Breaking barriers for electrical distribution, the inventor and businessman powered over 160,000 light bulbs using Tesla's AC induction motor, a feat unheard of at the time. They powered the Columbian Expo using 12 AC motors, leaving a lasting impact on the 27 million people who attended the fair. Almost immediately afterwards, people were ordering devices and light bulbs for their homes. More than 80% of all electrical devices ordered in the United States were for alternating current. After their success with the Columbian Expo, Tesla and Westinghouse wanted to find a way to generate more power. Since his childhood, Nikola Tesla always wanted to harness the power of the Niagara Falls, a natural beauty. With his AC induction motor complete, he and Westinghouse devised a plan to build a powerhouse at the Niagara Falls and to generate more AC power than ever before. Tesla worked with George Westinghouse to get a contract to start working in the Niagara Falls. The Niagara Falls Commission eventually agreed to begin construction. This was a very dangerous and expensive project, but the construction was done in a few years. The exceptional result of the Niagara Falls project was a working powerhouse that harnessed energy from the waterfall and used it to provide electricity all the way to Buffalo. The phenomenal event happened on November 16, 1896, and was a big milestone, further breaking barriers for Tesla. Today, the AC induction motor is everywhere. Electric companies such as Tesla Motors, named after Nikola Tesla himself, use his induction motor as a source to spin the wheels and as an alternator to recharge the battery. Household appliances use the AC induction motor for various tasks, like powering the compressor in a fridge or spinning the blades of a fan. People also use the concept of the induction motor to produce sinusoidal voltage in a generator, to produce tremendous amounts of electricity. Our world is full of Tesla's great inventions.
In hindsight, to look at the work he did, I can sit down and say, oh yeah, I can figure all this out. But he did it without notes. He did it with a blank slate. He came up with it from scratch.
Tesla faced many problems at a young age, such as poverty, but he persevered through and eventually made his way to New York. There, he started to work on his induction motor inside his biggest opponent, Edison's, company, and later found a partner to help finance his project in Westinghouse. Ever since he broke barriers to help light the world, his invention has become a key part of modern life. Even though Tesla may be gone, no one can deny he left a lasting impact on this world.